Have you ever really thought about it? I mean, those first 30 minutes of your day, they aren't just random habits. They're actually kind of a secret code, this incredible window into your subconscious mind, your hidden priorities, and yeah, even your personality. So it really all boils down to this one universal question, doesn't it? Do you hit that snooze button, fighting for just a few more minutes of peace, or do you leap out of bed, ready to just attack the day? Your answer, believe it or not, says a lot more about you than you probably think. So here's what we're going to break down. We're going to look at what your morning really says about you. We'll decode the snoozer's rebellion, the phone checker's fear, the jumper's inner critic, and the mindful ritual. And most importantly, we're going to see why none of these are actually a flaw. Okay, so here's the big idea. Your morning routine is so much more than just a list of things to do. It's basically a set of signals about how you process the world around you. Your habits can reveal your baseline for optimism and even how you're managing hidden anxiety without you even being aware of it.
All right, let's start with a total classic. The person who hits snooze again and again and again. We all know someone like this. Or, hey, maybe we are this person. So what's really the deal here?
Now this is where it gets really interesting. For years, you've probably heard this habit called lazy, right? But a lot of the time, it has absolutely nothing to do with laziness. Psychologically, it's actually a form of self-protection. It's like your brain is trying to shield you from a day that just feels heavy, overwhelming.
And this quote on the slide just nails it. It's a rebellion against your responsibilities. That extra 9 minutes you get in bed, it's a small, subconscious act of defiance. It's your brain's way of saying, you know what, I'm just not ready for all the demands of the day just yet. It's your own little rebellion.
So what's really driving this? Well, it often comes down to feeling totally overwhelmed. Hitting snooze becomes this subconscious search for a little bit of autonomy, a tiny slice of control in a life where maybe you feel like you don't have much. It can even be a tiny act of revenge for that lack of control you feel during the rest of the day.
So, if the snoozer is rebelling against the day, what about our next type? And let's be honest, this one might be even more common these days. Before your feet even hit the floor, your hand is already reaching for your phone. Why is that impulse just so powerful for so many of us?
We're so quick to label this as just being distracted or addicted, but the hidden signal is often this deep-seated fear of being left behind. You're not just checking your emails or scrolling social media, you are literally checking your place in the world.
This habit is really fueled by a few things. You're looking for that immediate dopamine hit to kind of jolt you awake. And yeah, it can point to a high need for external validation, but it's also a really powerful way to avoid things. All that digital noise, it's perfect for drowning out your own inner voice, for sidestepping those quiet and sometimes kind of lonely morning thoughts.
Okay, let's just pause here for a second. Let that sink in. Do you see a little bit of yourself in the snoozer's rebellion, maybe looking for just a little more control? Or maybe you're nodding along with the phone checker's fear, searching for that connection before the day even really starts. Just recognizing the pattern, without any judgment, that's the first step.
All right, now let's flip to the complete other end of the spectrum, the jumper. The alarm goes off and bam, they're up, they're dressed, they're making coffee before most of us have even managed to open both eyes. This is the ideal, right? This is what we should all be doing. Well, maybe not.
Society absolutely applauds this person. We call them productive, driven. And look, they are. But the hidden signal here can be a strategy of avoidance. By constantly doing, you might be subconsciously trying to avoid feeling.
So jumpers often score super high on a personality trait called conscientiousness. They see the day as a challenge, something to be mastered and conquered. But the potential downside is when you start to tie your entire self-worth to what you accomplish. That constant motion can actually be driven by a hidden inner critic that's always whispering, "You're not doing enough. Go, go, go."
And that brings us to our final archetype. This one isn't about jumping into action or snoozing away. It's about creating a moment of intentional peace. Think silently making a cup of coffee, maybe doing a few stretches, or just sitting with your own thoughts for a couple of minutes.
This kind of routine, this is a powerful sign of high emotional intelligence. It's exactly what the slide says. It's about giving your nervous system the safety it needs to make that transition. I mean, think about it. You're moving from a state of rest and dreams into a world of demands and deadlines. A mindful ritual creates a buffer, a moment of calm that tells your brain, hey, everything is okay, we can handle this.
So what this all boils down to is that this habit shows a really clear choice to prioritize self-love and mental health.
It shows a deep understanding that how you start your day has a massive impact on how you live your day.
Okay, so let's pull all of this together. It is so easy to judge ourselves for our morning habits, to beat ourselves up about it, but that is completely missing the point. The whole goal here is understanding, not judgment. Your routine isn't some deep character flaw. It is not good or bad. It is just a signal. It's information. It's your subconscious trying to tell you what it needs. Whether that's a little more control, a little more validation, a break from that inner critic, or just a moment of peace.
So I guess I'll just leave you with this question. Your morning routine is sending you a message every single day. The real question is, are you ready to stop judging it and maybe start listening to what it has to say?